$100,000 playing Madden.
Yeah, and if you're Prodigy, this is a great chance to test yourself against the #1 ranked player last year and currently this year. And it's always good to get these kind of matchups under your belt. It's very few times where you get to test yourself against someone who is considered by many to be the best. And Skimbo's for sure one of the best. So it's a good chance for good opportunity right here for Prodigy.
Michael Scott versus Michael Skimbo. But Michael Scott will have it first in the way of Prodigy.
I feel like we need an Office reference anytime we say his name.
That's what she said? First and 10. I don't think that worked out.
So my friends are huge Office fans. As soon as they saw Prodigy's name, they're like, dude!
That's your guy.
That's our guy right there. That's Michael Scott.
Takes a sack here on first down. Is going to be 2nd and 20 at the 15. Flips the bunch. There you see the adjustments.
Here's the thing, Prodigy and Blocky.
Another sack. Joey Bosa fighting.
Skimbo's getting that pressure. What I was going to say is Prodigy and Blocky, they spend a lot of time playing each other and labbing. So you got to think Skim going to try a lot of the same things he used against Blocky that he had success with against Prodigy.
Had his line on aggressive there. That's how Bosa got in. And fits it in the window. Out to the 32, but still going to be shy. That was some key yardage.
No, it's rough when you get a 25-yard completion and you're still 3 yards short of the first down.
But he was in the shadows. He was standing in his own end zone, and he released that, and he's going for it. 4th and 3.
Trying to move his way out of the shadows here.
Watson can't get away from the pressure. Yannick in there for the sack.
This guy, Michael Skimbo, started off the season 0-2. People questioning if he was going to be able to make a run. Well, he's cleaned things up. Rocking the beard. He says he's on his grown man for the Ultimate League.
Start his first possession at the 27. Wentz. And another sack. 5th play of the game. We've had 4 sacks.
Skimbo and a lot of the best passers, guys like him, Kim, they're willing to take a lot of sacks and they'll throw the ball away often. And it's because they just don't force the ball down the field. You're not going to see them make a whole lot of bad reads. So you may see them take a lot of sacks. You may see them throw it away, like I said. But you know that it's sometimes that's the right thing to do. That's the smart thing to do. The last thing you want to do is start chucking the ball deep down the field, making blind reads, turning the ball over.
Picks up a quick 6. 3rd and 15.
If you're Skim, you want the first down here, but you're comfortable. You just need to make sure you get points. You got to stop early. You got to turn that turnover on downs into some sort of points. Reward yourself.
So at the 31 and a half. Needs to get down to the 16-yard line. Wentz rolling, looking, throwing, and picked off.
What a use a pick! That was nasty, Scott.
And Eric Allen jumps in front.
This is all Prodigy. If you're not Prodigy clicking on, making that play, there's no interception there. And he just, what reaction time. In order to make those picks, you need to be holding the left stick down. Like as soon as you press that B button to move that defender into position. Prodigy made it happen.
That's a first down, still on his feet. Finally brought down at the 34. 18-yard gain for Henry.
Oh, man, we're talking about it. Skimbo, you get the stop. You got to make sure you get yourself some points, reward yourself for getting the turnover on downs, and instead you turn it over.
Watson standing tall, throwing to the side, and he will get his feet in bounds at the 48.
And to be fair for Skim, that looked like a good read. He could have completed it. It's just not expecting Prodigy to Not that reaction time.
Skimbo was worried about getting the catch, staying in bounds, and Eric Allen jumped in front on a user pick. Now Prodigy's on a drive out at the 48. Still scoreless in our opening quarter. Nearly 3 minutes gone by. Watson goes down again.
3 sacks already for Skim.
That made number 4. Giannick once again fighting off the Jacksonville Jaguars. Saxonville. 2nd and 14 at the 44. Watson. Prodigy able to get away from the pressure, and he'll throw it away.
That pressure is just all over Prodigy. And Skim, he's out of his 3-3-5 line. He's generating this pressure out of that big dime 1-4-6, Scott. Little different look that he likes to mix in there. Catch his opponents off guard. Look how wide those backers get, those edge rushers.
Watch for the loop blitz here. That's why he's lining them up on the right side of your screen.
Wider than a wide 9.
So he'll flip it. That'll erase all those adjustments. Gonna have to get over there on the other side of the bunch. No blitz. Throws it, it's picked off. Larry Wilson hauls it in for Skim.
Love how Wilson holds the ball.
Right. Oh, let's go.
Yeah, we got a fight here between Prodigy and Skim. As you see Larry Wilson coming over, the legend.
The thing about Larry Wilson too, Scott, is in these questionnaires we ask Skim, you know, who are your favorite players? Talk about Stevie J, said Duke Riley. For Skim, he said Wentz, Hester, and then in all capital letters, last but not least, Larry Wilson.
He was one of his key players. He showed you for a kickoff. I know sometimes you think that's fluff, but Larry Wilson's the real deal.
I appreciate you knocking through those top 3 players. True champion out there.
There's the aggressive line from Prodigy. So that'll mark off 5 yards in field goal range now at the 29.
I just think that's funny. Like, it's just Wentz, Hester, lowercase letters, and then he gets Larry Wilson's whole name. He's the only one with a full name, and it's all capital.
And Daquan Jones jumps again. It's going to make it a 1st and 10 at the 24. And that 3-3-5, it's Prodigy. Using that Anthony Barr right in the middle, the big 6'5" phenom. You see that pistol formation.
One thing that impresses me so much is Skim's able to go down to the pistol, go to the bunch, and still get in the play he wants to get in with only the 30-second play clock. A lot of
he's open, and Hill!
Dotrick. Nope. Couldn't get his feet down.
Let's get a quick game update.
Guys, in the battle for first place in the conference over here between Blocky and Young Kiv, it started out with some defense. Blocky getting a huge interception right here on Young Kiv and Rico, as we see so often in Madden, turning turnovers into points.
Yeah, he was able to go ahead and...
So at 3rd and 17, you saw the 7-0 score over there. Blocky with the lead over Kiv. Big interception. He was able to go down and get himself some points. Wentz in the flat to Hester. And Skim, comfortable field goal range. He'll probably have to find out what's going to happen on that 39-yarder on the other side in the 2nd quarter. And a scoreless game over here on the other side, on the right side of your screen. It's 7-0. Still 1:20 to go. McKinnon. We'll show you that touchdown that Blocky had to take the 7-point lead.
Right at coverage. Number 12.
D.D. Westbrook from Oklahoma.
D.D. Westbrook getting big like that. Usually known for his speed, not posting up in the end zone, getting big.
Able to get free. Kiv!
Wow!
In there with Wentz.
Look at that reaction from Wentz. Kind of show. I got it.
Played at North Dakota State, the Bison. He looked like he was running on the plains there and barrels into the end zone. We're tied at 7.
I asked young Kiv how he felt about his matchup against Blocky and said, hey, Blocky's tough, but, him starting off the season at 4-0 wasn't impressive. It was impressive to Kiv, but he said he had some games that were very losable. He's not like he was dominating. Kiv felt good about his chances going into this game, said he just needs to be able to get some pressure on Blocky.
Pistol formation to the bunch. Testing that aggressive line. Here comes the pressure.
That's what he said he needs to do. He said the one thing that Kiv wanted to clean up around his game plan coming into this second half of the season was he needs to find a way to get more pressure. He feels he's playing good on offense. He made a couple bad reads. But overall, everything's where it needs to be. It just needs to dial that defense up a little bit.
Still very efficient, 6 of 7 with Mariota. But here comes a 3rd and 17 with 30 seconds left in the quarter and a tie ball game. And another sack from Peppers. You better start to ID the mic for 22. Crossfire, bam.
As out of position, Jabril Peppers. Kiv said he's going to try to mix in some more 1-4-6, send some more of that crossfire blitz. He also talked about upgrading his D-line. He had the 80 overall Bosa, which isn't that great.
No.
And we're going to upgrade that some. Looking good so far on that defensive possession. Got 4th and 26. Giving Blocky a taste of his own medicine.
4th and forever, so he'll punt it away on the other side. See Skimbo tuning in. Wants to know what's happening there, see if he can make some moves to the top of the conference. End of the first quarter. Prodigy and Skimbo, donuts. And we're tied at 7 in the bottom of your screen between Blocky and Kiv. Let's start with Prodigy and Skimbo here at the beginning of quarter number 2. Ball was at the 22 when we last left you. Skimbo on a 4th and 9, looking to kick a field goal here. What should you do? You got to sit on the couch. Your buddy's got it paused. You're like, no, you're the one that's got it paused, bro.
That happened. If you grew up playing video, that's all day. Gamer problems right there.
39-yard field goal up, and it is good. And finally, Skimbo gets on the board, 3-0. These are big game. I'll tell you why. Skimbo trying to get to the top of the conference, get that bye. That bye means you don't have to play in the wild card round. It also means an extra $7,500. One less hell game in the playoffs. And for Prodigy, he is hanging on by a thread. Needs a win to get back above the cut line. He's on the bubble.
When you talk to the players, they said it just makes it so intense when that bye means so much.
That Bosa's eating right now.
But they like the fact that the bye means so much. You know, you got to avoid that being in that bottom 2, and then the $1,000 a match. They said every game just feels big. With it being a long season, that can be tiring. But they like having those kind of implications.
That's the 99 Bosa Mud Hero. And I think it's block shed that he has. It's either block shed or finesse moves. That Mud Hero has a high rating of one of those. We got Donnie Moore in the back. He'll chime in quickly to correct me, but 3rd and 14 at the 26. But that's why that Bosa's eating right now.
Skimbo almost just crushed Prodigy's quarterback. Prodigy was lucky that hit stick didn't land.
Watson, here comes the loop, picked it up. And Mike Wallace will make it a 4th and short.
Bosa, I feel like he's putting the Madden player Hall of Fame with the guys these competitive players like to use. This year and last year, Bosa's.
He was magic in 17.
Right up there in the mix, you know? I think Herschel Walker and Derrick Henry making a case for themselves this
Low
year.
throw to Julio, and that's a first down.
It's a big fourth down. 4th and 2 finds the single coverage, and that's what makes this bunch so hard is with that PA post and corner strike, you got that short corner route from that isolated wide receiver. It's just a simple high-low read. As soon as you see him one-on-one, you throw it on that break. You know you got a good chance for a big chunk.
By the way, I think Donnie Moore's having a barbecue sandwich. That's what was on the docket today. It's a 95 finesse move for that 85 overall. Bosa, double box action here as Kiv has worked it down to the 7, trying to break the tie. Prodigy's got it at the 35, and good-looking drive here. It's had a couple conversions, and now he's got a 1st and 10 in the red zone. So double box, double red zone. Still ready for the octo box. Not going to handle 4. I think you go all the way to 8. Make it happen. 8. Octo. I want the octo box. Give me 16. Give me all 16 out here at once.
It's too much. We'd faint.
1st and 10, hands it off to Henry. And here's a key 3rd and goal on the right side of your screen. Ball at the 7. We'll see what young Kiv dials up. You know you got the 3 in your back pocket.
Yeah, this is one of those downs. It's the difference between a field goal and a touchdown right here.
Wentz can't get away. Well, he get. Oh.
Way to not give up on the play, huh?
Sam Shields gets the sack.
Shields fighting for Blocky's bread.
First sack of the game for Blocky. So we'll have a 31-yarder on the right side of your screen. Here on the left, key 3rd and 15 from the 24. As that one will go to the 2-minute warning. Double box, double red zone, double 2-minute warning. I'm telling you, we talked about the Dippin' Dots. Got to get that sponsorship. This is a double mint gum situation. Double mint, double box.
That commercial song just like popped in my head right when you were saying it. I don't know. How old is that?
I don't know. I was always a juicy fruit, you know. Get your skis shined up, get a stick of juicy fruit. Taste is gonna move ya.
I don't remember that.
All right. I just went all the way back to the early 80s on you.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Went too deep. Calm down over there.
Sorry about that. I blacked out for a moment. I'm back. 3-3. After a pair of field goals, Kim is up 10-7 on the other side. Now Skim will have a chance to respond.
Oh, Skim in a tough game right here. Similar to his game against Blocky. I believe that one was 6-3, 6-6 at the end of the first half. Here he is with Prodigy, with similar game plan to Blocky, 3-3.
How about those jingles, though? They get in your head, man, and you're done.
The what?
A jingle?
Oh.
You know, get in your head.
Yeah, it'll be over.
Yep.
Gotta be careful, man.
I could ruin the entire viewership right now. I could just say 5 words, and their entire day would be over. I'm going to keep it to myself. 2nd and 11.
It's just playing in your head right now. You got to bring everyone else down with you.
96 seconds to go in the half. Of course, they always say you can sing the Flintstones, and that'll remove anything that's in your head. But then you get the Flintstones in your head.
No, I got the Flintstones in my head.
Wilma!
Meet Fred No, that's the Jetsons one.
You just did a mashup. You did a cartoon mashup.
We got to stop. This is the G.O.A.T drive here in the first half.
3rd and 6.
Skim's trying to march, and you got me remixing the Jeffersons with the Flintstones. We're all whacked out up here. It's out of line.
You said meet Fred Flintstone? 3rd and 6. We're losing it. And Wentz. That pressure.
No.
Both these guys have been dialing up the defense. 3-3 game.
Yeah, now Skim's going to have to punt this rock. Young Michael Scott going to have a chance to make something happen before the end of this first half.
Yeah, Greg the leg in there, punter.
Good boot.
Gonna be returnable though.
Yep, he's got a chance.
It's Troy Vincent.
No Wixon.
First and goal at the 8. I still think everybody wants to know the jingle in my head. I'm just going to keep it there, though.
Don't do it, dude. You already saw what happened. Meet Fred Flintstone. His son, Elroy.
Second and goal from the 6. Big for Blocky here. 30 seconds left in the half.
We have an 11-yard dot. So determined, does he go into the second half up 4? Is he going to have to take 3 and tie the ball game? I don't see how I don't say settle for 3 anymore.
Now Scobie got on us about that down at Jacksonville. Take 3.
Former Jacks kicker, Scott said settle for 3, and
he snapped. I triggered the former kicker. Low throw and he drops it. So it looks like we will be tied at the half if Blocky can convert this 28-yarder. Look at that camo jacket. It's got the camo controller. That's real swag. When you start to match up your controller with your gear.
Is that what? Speaking of controllers, at some point you need to get the camera on Blocky's controller because he's rocking that custom Miami Dolphins controller that the Dolphins organization themselves gave to him for winning that club event. And he says that's his official controller now. He rocks with it everywhere. Yeah, there it is. You need to get the top of it. Look at Blocky. He doesn't want us seeing it. It's like he knew what we were up to. There's some nice Dolphins logos right on that controller. They hooked them up.
Yeah, you can go out there and purchase all 32 NFL teams, have their logo.
Not every organization hooked their champion up with a custom controller. I thought that was cool, and I like.
Oh wow, Kev getting wild. Bo. Of course, it was the end of the half, and we have a flag down. That's a holding penalty, so he changed his adjustments to aggressive, seeing if he could break one at the end of the half.
Yeah, just how guys can put their pass rush on aggressive. You can put your blockers on aggressive as well, and they'll be more physical, and they'll punch people in the mouth and pancake, but they're more likely to get those holding calls. It's the only way you can really get a holding call when playing in this competitive game style that we play on here in the MCS.
Salary cap mode, competitive play style, 1st and 5. You get a 900 cap. Every player has a cap value. You got to keep it under 900. 34 players. Of course, they have a full roster of 70, but you can only dress 34. Ball at the 30, 49 seconds to go. No timeouts.
It's such a great mode, Scott, because you're just in control of all that. You want to change your playbooks, you want to change your uniforms if you want to. You do whatever you want.
And there is Ocho Cinco.
Skim got the ball back somehow. Now he's looking to get himself some points before the end of the first half. It's like a battle of who doesn't want to get these points before the end of this half. Who's going to do it? Skim had a chance. Prod stopped him. Prod had a chance. Skim stopped him. It feels like this last minute 20's been going on forever. He's going to make it happen.
Could be important to take those 2 timeouts away from Prodigy, too. So although you want to get in the end zone, you also need a few plays in bounds. Don't want to give Prodigy a chance to get some points before the half on you, and there's a sack.
Skim just so often just only sends out 3 routes per block. His running back, his tight end, try to protect his quarterback and get one of those 3 routes open in space and make the right decision. Just not Prodigy not having none of it right there.
Yeah, Bosa wouldn't be denied.
If you're Skim, you got to start thinking about playing for the field goal with this clock ticking. Yep, there you go. No timeouts, clock's ticking. the right move. Prodigy not going to use any timeouts. He's just going to...
Hey, as we mentioned before, you can't call a timeout once the kick meter starts.
Yes.
And that's how the end of the half will conclude. 6-3. Defensive battle between Skimbo and Prodigy. And we're tied up at the top of the Elite Conference, 10-10, between Blocky and Young Kiv. Start of the third quarter. Meet Michael Scott. 10-10. Michael Scott, a.k.a. Prodigy, is going to kick it off to Michael Skimbo.
I'm telling you, Skimbo, he's only up 3 right now. He's playing a lot more confidently than he was at the start of this season. He seemed worried. He went on that 2-game losing streak, really a 3-game losing streak if you count his performance at the club championship. You know, that's not the type of adversity he's had to face as of late. And boy, has he steered the ship in the right direction these last couple games.
Can he double dip the chip here? It's going to be a 1st and 5. Daquan Jones has jumped off sides 4 times now in this game at that D tackle position.
Look at that double dip in the chip.
It's so key to Madden football. It's key to football in general. You get a score before the half, you come back out, you get the ball, you're able to make it 2 possessions, really put the pressure on your opponent.
Yeah, it's a great remedy to win NFL football games and, of course, John Madden football games as well.
Into the half and the end of games. That settles John Madden.
X wide open.
Couldn't hit him in stride. Out of bounds at the 35. That's a new set of downs.
Ocho Cinco just threw that defender off of him, trying to get jammed at the line. So get off of me. Played a super win animation on that press interaction.
That might be a false start. And they're going to back him up 5. I like when I see it both ways. You know, you want to hammer that fake snap button. There's gonna be some consequences for you on the offensive side of the ball as well. Throws it to the end zone, risky. Ends up landing up there in the front row.
Risky throw, like you said, by Skim. I think it's way back in that end zone. You figure maybe my guy or no guy. Nonetheless, I used to see him chuck it up like that.
Charles, non-factor, gets 1 to make it 3rd and 14.
Great tackle right there by Prodigy. That Jamal Charles, he's only got a 60 trucking rating. You're not going to see him break many tackles. But that great user tackle by Prodigy to get in the backfield, read that draw correctly.
3rd and 14. Wentz finds Hill. Puts him in field goal range. 4th and 4. Wouldn't hate it if he went for it, but you got to take the points.
His defense is playing so well.
Plenty of leg for Greg the Leg.
He's got to watch out for the fake with Skim.
Already had a jump on the left side, so this is going to be up and good. Call him Greg the Leg because when you got 94 kick power, it really booted through.
I thought Legatron was that's my favorite.
Legatron.
All-time nickname for a kicker.
Mike Wallace will bring it out to the 33. Can Prodigy answer here? He's only down 6.
Big drive. This is where you need to step your game up with your Prodigy. You don't want to get a turnover on downs or a turnover. Let Skim get the ball. Then all he needs to do is kill clock, get a field goal range, kick a field goal, make it 2 possessions. You need to punch Skim in the mouth here and put the pressure on him, but instead Skim's got the pressure on Prodigy, Scott.
It is a sack fest.
It's at 8.
8 already, 13 sacks overall in this game. Tells you how much these guys are trying to throw it around the yard. 2nd and 19.
Yeah, neither one of them very committed to that running game.
Which, in my opinion, you know, I can understand you got Jamal Charles for Skim. That's maybe you don't want to lean on that, but when you got Derrick Henry for Prodigy, let's give the young man the football, see what he can do.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And we've seen Prodigy go down to some of those bigger formations. He's in that West Coast playbook. A little near, a little strong close. I think we saw him in some high twin.
He's got 2 versions of Derrick Henry on his roster, the most feared and the playoff version. Both serviceable. Goes to Julio, and here comes another 4th and short. Skimbo has sort of made Prodigy on some big-time sacks.
You need to convert here if you're Prodigy.
Can't jump if you're Skimbo.
You got to watch out. Skim might take away that drag. They've both been very reliant on those drag routes in this West Coast playbook. Got to look for Skim to take that away.
Yeah, A's not open.
Nothing's
Tries to playmaker him up.
He's going to have to let it rip.
And
He's
Mike
got
Wallace.
him. Oh, what a hit!
And he was submarined. Some land shark came over there and bit him on the leg.
This is Skimbo saving the day. Clicks on right there. Down on the right stick for the big hit after the catch. If Skim doesn't click on and make a play right there, that's a first down for Prodigy.
That looked like the legend Mel Renfro coming from the other side of the field.
Oh, that was huge on 4th down. You punch him in the mouth, break up the pass. Now you're sniffing field goal range. You're right there. You can make it 2 possessions. That's a big sack by Prodigy, though.
You can see he was on aggressive. That's that little bar told you at the top. 3rd sack for Bosa.
Only Skim can't see that bar. That bar only comes up for the user that's using the coaching adjustment.
Correct.
Letting Prodigy know, hey, the aggressive pass rush worked for you right there.
But at this level,
see that.
and even if you're playing in the weekend league at home, when someone comes in really quick, like almost an instant shed, it's a good idea to know that this guy's probably bringing me an aggressive pass rush.
Yeah, and keep in mind, that's why these guys got to use these headphones with the noise canceling, Scott, because us and the viewers, we get to see things that the competitors don't get to see.
Yes, yes.
It's a big completion right there by Skim.
This is why we pay you right here.
This is why he's saying, he's telling us right now, this is why you bring Greg the Leg to the party.
This is his max.
Legatron.
Max range.
This is deep, Scott. Gonna have to get a lot of power on this.
This will just go barely over the bar. He went max.
Boom.
I love this angle. And it is barely in there. 12-3. The lead is now 9. How huge was that?
How about that glitchy camera work right there?
Yeah.
We started off in the normal angle. The boot goes up.
Especially
we get that
on those
side
long
angle on the kick.
Yeah.
And I like it because you can see it go over the bar.
Greg Zerline's everywhere.
Good work by the production team in the back.
Wow, Greg Zerline.
Been crushing it all season. 9-point game. Still tied up between Blocky and Kiv. I know you're sitting in there, you're like, man, what the heck's going on over there? But not a lot of action yet, still stingy. So we'll keep it right here with Prodigy trying to come down here. Even a field goal is huge. Time's starting to become a factor. 6:15 left in the game.
Prodigy needs to turn this drive into points. Down 2 possessions towards the end of the 3rd quarter.
Can't afford to go bagels on this one.
Skimbo games always seem to go a bit slower too. You know, he's just passing the ball so much.
Both of these guys. I mean, I don't know the rushing totals in this, but it's got to be a combined like 20 yards. Maybe, maybe negative.
A touchdown, right? It's all field goals.
All field goals.
Come on, stingy.
Deshaun off his back foot, nearly threw a pick. Off the playmaker, Marquise Flowers was in the area.
Fire
That's careless.
Yeah. He'll take it, though, if you're Prodigy. Get it how you can get it right now in this tight game versus Skim.
But it looks like he could streak Richardson right here. Up underneath to Jones. So Richardson on the seam route clears it out underneath, and Jones comes up under Wilson for the first down.
Gets Prodigy in field goal range as well.
Leads this 3. Got to rip it. He does. Wallace with another big grab.
That corner strike play, Scott, it's such an easy high-low read. You see those slot defenders go down into those hard flats. You know that corner route's most likely going to get open, and it's an easy high-low read. Prodigy takes advantage of it right there. Henry
gets a rare carry. That'll be the end of the 3rd. Mike Wallace, a tough guard. He's got so much speed. And we're going to head to the 4th between Prodigy and Skimbo in a 9-point game with Prodigy threatening, and Blocky and Young Kiv go scoreless in the 3rd, still 10-10. So start of the 4th quarter, 9-point game. A little cross-divisional here in the Elite Conference. Skimbo trying to get to the top 2, get a bye, while Prodigy is just outside the playoffs. A loss here could be devastating to his season. Double box action to start the 4th quarter. Red zone on the left, we're getting close on the right. Prodigy steps up and throws, but can't hang on. So a 3rd and 8 on the right, 3rd and 9 on the left.
I think 3rd down for Blocky, because if he doesn't get this, he needs to really consider just taking his 3 and taking the lead. We'd much rather have that touchdown against Young Kiv, who's one of the best offensive players on the circuit.
Throws into traffic. Almost hung on. And Blocky's going to have to kick 3 on the right side of your screen to make it 13-10.
Good pocket presence by Blocky, and usually you show up and not everyone has great pocket presence, but watching these guys play, they really know how to step up, protect the quarterbacks, and pick up that heat.
So the field goal is good on the right. Prodigy's going to kick it through on the left. The lead for Blocky is now 3. And Skimbo sees his lead cut to 6. Some movement on the right side. Kev might take it to the house. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown Kev. Swaggy.
Young Kiv showing some emotion, makes a big play, and when you only have 10 points in the 4th quarter and points have been hard to come by, and you can get a big return like that, a big score. Oh man, that takes the pressure off, Scott. That's a big deal. It's a big play in a big game. See how Blocky responds. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Gotta get up. Gotta get up.
They're falling apart.
And Henry able to get to the 19. That was almost disastrous. Take a look at this kick return. The block on the outside by Bo Jackson.
That's so big.
Paul Krause just can't get there.
You want to get through some offensive struggles, get to some better times. Just want to return the kick, keep the offense off the field, get the 7, take the lead.
Moves it to the 36, fresh set of downs, 4 minutes to go in this one. 2 best players in the Elite Conference facing off to see who's going to be at the top.
Quick hike by Blocky.
Nearly threw a pick. Renfro right there on the coverage. He's running back kicks. He's making plays in the secondary.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
That's why he's a legend. 3:51 to go, 2nd and 10. Flips the bunch. Westbrook solo to the right. Back to the original formation. Sure, why not? Mariota rolling. He's going to scramble. Gets a block. He gets the first down.
Really good scramble by Blocky. Stepped up, let the running back pick up the blitz. Rolls out. Gets to the outside. Waits for the block to set. Big first down.
Ball is dead at the 50-yard line. Left hash. First and 10. Henry. Taking what the defense gives him here in a 4-point game. Kiv uses a timeout. He only has one remaining. Must have saw something he didn't like. Substitution, something. Here comes the heat. No.
Scramble again.
Mariota now at 33 yards on the ground. Want to make it 3rd and short at the 42.
Very impressed by Blocky. I mean, his defense and ability to send pressure, and then his ability to run with that quarterback and protect him and gain yards has been very impressive to me all season long. It's a skill set of his that stands out.
4th and 1 at the 40. Needs a touchdown on this drive to take the lead.
It's huge.
Watch for the drag. He'll flip it.
Traffic. Finds a hot routes, adjustments.
Got to get the play off. Picks up the blitz, stands tall in Delaney Walker. Will pick up the first down at the 35.
It's a good route combination for zone coverage. Just you got 2 in routes, one behind the other. You figure one of those will be able to find a soft spot in that zone. Just got to stay patient.
Henry flattened somebody. Let's get a game update.
Well, guys, Michael Skimbo has had enough of this field goal nonsense. He is going to go deep over the top to the right side. Tyreek Hill clicking on, user catch. Did not convert the 2-point conversion, though. Up 18-6, just under 3 minutes left.
So a big bomb by Skimbo increases his lead. He might take this to the 2-minute warning. 4-point game. It's a 1st and 10 at the 24. How good have these games been in the Elite Conference, RG?
I think we got 1-score ball games all over the place. Skim, one of the few to start breaking away over there. But yeah, anytime you get to the middle, later ends of these Ultimate League seasons, Scott, things are going to heat up.
After the 2-minute warning, here's Henry. Doesn't need a truck. Is he going to get in there? Yes!
Oh, stiff arm.
Blocky takes the lead.
Young Abbott Lopez from Miami, Florida. You see him there with his Dolphins controller. Gives up the kick return to Young Kim in the 4th quarter to go down and responds in a big way with a 10-play, 80-yard scoring drive.
Both these guys, part of the top Madden crew. Blocky, the newest member. Problem beat Deliverance in the club championship to get Blocky into this thing. You know, it's some of the players, you had some rumors around the community, maybe didn't belong. But Blocky's come in here and proved that he's the best of the best.
Stiff arm right there. Derrick Henry with a 90 stiff arm rating, 92 truck. Guy's just a beast.
Those Kiv reactions, though. Always killer.
Kiv, talking with Kiv, one thing he said that was interesting is the atmosphere of Ultimate League is different for him. He said he's used to playing in some of those big games with some of the big crowds where your friends are there, people are getting amped when you make a big play. But here we are in the studio, and he says it's a different atmosphere, and he doesn't really like that. He thinks a guy like Blocky, who doesn't have much experience in that type of situation, would have a harder time dealing with the crowd and whatnot. So,
and this is a little more contained, a little more controlled.
I thought that was a good point by Kiv. He said you score a big touchdown, you get out, you look around, and
nobody's home.
Nobody's there. Let's see you, Joel. You start capping at the camera guys. You know, sometimes they like to cap at us. Skim will always. I think Skim's the most consistent with that. Sometimes you worry about it. Play your game, Skim. Worry about us.
1st and 10 here, 3-point game. Kiv trying to battle back. Last time he scored, it was a long kick return. But then Blocky pushed it down the field for the touchdown. And Kiv, you know you got the 3 points in your back pocket here. You know you can tie the game. Can you put white gloves on here and try to take the lead? Play action. Corner! Warfield holds on! Touchdown! The Kiva!
And the Kiva with a big play, big touchdown.
Come on.
Utilizing that 94 route running, 95 route running. Showing some emotion right there. Don't forget, too, it's, you know, the records and all that are important. There's $1,000 on the line for each one of these games. And I asked the players, I said, hey, you know, is that $1,000 an afterthought? Or, you know, what are you thinking of that? I said, oh, no, that's an amplifier. It's in my mind all game long. Give said it. I'm ready to get that rack-a-roo.
Yeah, nobody's turning down a rack.
That. Shea Kivlin, young Kiv, the Kiva.
4-point game. He's got 2 timeouts. Will it come down to who has it last? We had a scoreless 3rd quarter in this game. Boy, here in the 4th, things have heated up. They've combined for 24 points here in the 4th. Mariota rolling, looking, throws it to X.
And when you asked Kiv about this matchup versus Blocky, when we got to talk to him, says how he thought it was going to go. He said Blocky looked good earlier in the season, but it wasn't dominant. A lot of his games, they're close games, they're dogfights, but if you can, you know, make a couple extra plays here and there, he could have easily, Blocky could have lost some of those games, and Kiv feels he's able to make those extra plays, and he's done that so far.
Picks up the block. Mariota trying to get away.
Wow,
picks
good
up the
first down.
Great
stick. Ew, is he going to get out of bounds? That was nasty. What stick work by Blocky?
Stick work to go along with some football acumen to get out of bounds.
Look at this. This is already impressive enough. The whoopsie, and then it's like, nah, I'm out of bounds. Stop the clock, too. Blocky's trying to clutch up.
Took 5 players to force him out. Still has the 2 timeouts. Rolls out again. Throws it to the middle of the field and nearly picked off. Larry Wilson and Mel Renfro sold out for the pick.
The focus of young Kiv. Those experienced players we have on the circuit.
Got the camo jacket, the camo controller. And he's in an absolute war with Blocky.
20 years old, Edmonds, Washington.
Years old, but it's his 3rd year near the MCS era.
Close to $50,000 last year playing Madden.
1 timeout remaining, ball at the 44, 14 seconds. Blocky's been in these situations. Has yet to come victorious. Is he going to drop 2 in a row after starting the season undefeated? He throws Westbrook open at the 10. Oh my!
8 seconds left from the 10-yard line. 1 timeout for Blocky. So what do you got?
You know you can work the whole field.
Is you scoring or not?
Mariota. Sack, you take a timeout.
Timeout's big. The timeout's huge for Blocky.
Making me nervous.
I'm so nervous, right?
You take it with 2 seconds left. What are we doing, bruh?
What's going on there?
I'm not sure I don't call it immediately.
What a sack by Kiv. A 10-yard dot now turns into a 20-yard dot.
You take it immediately with 4 seconds. Maybe you roll out and have to do a quick throwaway.
Well, that time has passed. It comes down to this.
1 second left, 2nd and 20.
20, so much less manageable than the 10. This is big. What does he
Second
have?
game in a row that Blocky's had an opportunity to win here. At the very end, final play.
Just find one of these streaks, whatever one, if any of them are one-on-one coverage, give him a chance.
Goes to the back of the end zone, picked picked off by Paul Krause. Go down, Kiva.
Let's go!
GG's. Young Kiv beats Blocky 24-20. Good sportsmanship between two top Madden guys. And Skimbo was in a field goal fest, but finally broke free 21-6. Let's go to Adrian Lawrence standing by with young Kiv.
Thanks, Scott. Yes, Kiv, you got the win. You unseated Blocky to some extent. He's had now 4 wins and now 2 losses. Still at the top at the Ultimate League. How do you feel?
It was a great win. He's really good. I haven't faced a 3-3-5 that I think was as good as his. He gets pressure really consistently with it, so he's a really good competitor, and we're both top Madden, so he's a good opponent, and I'm expecting to see him in the playoffs.
Absolutely, and you have a lot of live experience in terms of majors. He had only had 4 games, and I think you had something around 21. So how do you think that gave you the advantage?
I think he's a composed player, and he plays with more experience than he has, I would say. So I don't think it gave me a big advantage having all these live event games over him.
And considering how much you have left coming up this season, who do you look forward to playing?
I look forward to each and every game. Every opponent's going to be a good one, so just focused on the next game I play and the next one after that, really.
All right, well, all the best to you. To you, Dave and Rico.
Thank you, Adrian, and congratulations to young Kiv. A big victory as Kiv had a little bit of a stumble here towards the middle part of the season, looking to get back on track. We'll talk about Blocky for a second, because Blocky started off 4-0, huge start to his Ultimate League season. Now 2 straight losses, albeit to Skimbo and Kiv, fantastic players. We saw in the Legend Conference, Tweez had a similar hot start to the season, started to fade as the year went on. Do you see similarities there between him and Blocky?
Yes, you do see some of the similarities, but the difference is Blocky is familiar with the mode.
Yeah.
He's a member of Top Madden. He has other players that he can lab with, that he can figure out, okay, I had trouble with Skimbo's bunch. I had trouble with Kiv's bunch. What can I do to try to get myself back on track? Whereas Tweez, he was a lone wolf.
That's right. He's a lone wolf looking towards next year now, but we have Michael Skimbo really hitting his stride, taking down Prodigy 21-6. We've been saying for a couple weeks now, oh, he's starting to get hot. I think it's fair to say Michael Skimbo is rolling now.
He's heating up? No, he's on fire.
Awesome stuff. Let's look ahead now to the matchups coming up here in our Week 9 coverage. G.O.A.T taking on Spot Me Please, who needs a win badly, and Joel CP looking to keep it rolling against the aforementioned Michael Skimbo. Big games here as we get towards the playoffs here, Rico.
G.O.A.T started from the bottom. Now he's here, and he is happy to be trying to chase that bye and winning his division. That Joel and Skimbo matchup, Joel is going to bring the best out of Skimbo, and Skimbo's capping.
That's going to be a really nice matchup there. Let's look at our Elite Conference standings. Updated, young Kiv moving up into that #1 spot at 4-2, tied up with Skimbo and Blocky. Joel CP, G.O.A.T both sitting at 3-3. Prodigy right now just hanging on to that 6th spot as Spot Me and Stevie J are on the outside looking in as it stands right now. But we have some more games coming for you in this regular season. Week 9 Elite Conference play. We'll be back with a whole lot more action from Los Angeles. See you in just a second.
I just really started getting into, fashion heavy. I still got some work to do, but I'm on my way up. We taking care of my hair and my face at the same time. You already know what's going on, man. My God. I wake up in the morning, or maybe even the night before. I think about how I want to feel, adjust how I want. I love everything that they got, so I'm just trying to incorporate, some of my own stuff. The blue steel, that's my go-to. Dope blue graphic tee. You're gonna love this one. My favorite part of the NFL lifestyle brand is
just the variety, the uniqueness. Hopefully, you know, I influence a lot of men to let them know they can wear what they want. Hope you guys enjoyed the photo shoot.
I hope you guys have fun in my NFL lifestyle shoot. See you guys in the season.
Yo, CP, what up?
Yo, I'm open over here. Give me the ball.
Nah, man. You had the safety over the top.
Nah, I had him beat.
Chris, do I need to remind you? I'm Tom Brady. I know when someone's open.
So why don't you remind me with the ball? Throw it right at my head.
You can't keep calling every play.
Man, I'll call you whenever I feel like.
Now you can join up and play as a team online. Madden NFL 18, rated E for everyone.
Yo, Miss Mitchell, your boy just won the Super Bowl.
Dominate from day one and win it all with the new arcade playstyle. Madden NFL 18, rated E for everyone.
Get the ultimate experience on Xbox One.
Nice look at the palm trees here in sunny Southern California. We're hanging out in Los Angeles, bringing you Week 9 coverage of the Madden Ultimate League. Welcome back inside the Madden Ultimate League studio. Dave Grunfeld here with Rico Williams, bringing you coverage of the Elite Conference as we work our way through the regular season. Let's take a look at the next matchups we have for you here. Coming up, some really good ones here, Rico. Goes taking on Spot Me, Joel taking on Skimbo. First up top, we got Goes starting to hit his stride, starting to find his offensive groove, and Spot Me, who really needs to get things going.
When you first talked to Goes, he was like, I got to just make sure I get into the playoffs. Now you talk to him, he's like, I want to win my division. I'm thinking about that bye. That shows you how the winds of change have been blowing. And then you got Joel, Skimbo. This is going to be one that you can just watch and listen to because both of these guys are going to bring the best out of each other in terms of capping. Skimbo likes to let his game talk for himself, but if you poke that bear, it turns into when animals attack.
We've seen in recent weeks Skimbo starting to talk a little bit more, kind of get his swagger going a little bit. Should be a really fun one to watch. For a little bit more on that, Adrian is standing by with both Joel and Skimbo. Adrian?
Thanks, Dave. Yes, I'm indeed with a man, Skimbo, who started talking a bit more, and a man who talks plenty. But right now, Skimbo, you are number 2 as you're 4-2 in the Elite Conference. So how do you think things are shaking out so far?
Things are good. I'm doing what needs to be done. I always, every game counts, right? So this next game is the biggest game I've played to this date. So I got to get this done.
All right, Joel, and right now you are 4th in the Elite Conference, but you, like Skimbo, are coming off back-to-back wins. What's your outlook?
I'm feeling really, really confident right now. I don't think I've ever felt this good on Madden right now, especially like this last patch and just the way I've been playing, like automatically. You guys saw I lost 3 straight, so like kind of shaking it off, kind of finally finding my groove at the right spot, and I'm just happy to play. I'm ready to play.
All right, now, and is there anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
Shout out to myself. No, shout out to my family, friends, and all them back home. You know, they hold it down for me.
All right.
My mom, my dad, Rage, all the people that helped me lab, CJ, all them, Tactical, thank you for everyone. Everyone in Discord, too. I know you guys are watching, so I'm just ready to pop, and all the people that subbed to me on my Twitch channel. Thank you. Thank you for the support. It really does mean a lot.
All right, all the best to you both. To you, Scott and RG.